Welcome to the BobKast here at the Kokomo Post Sports. I'm your host, Jay Stevens. And unfortunately, the BobKats season ended earlier this week as they lost their first-round matchup with the St. Louis Griffins. And so we got a lot to do to recap the season and also hear about what's next for the BobKats during the offseason. To my right, like always, it is the head coach of the BobKats, Chandler Levingston Simon. Chandler, welcome back to the show.
Happy to be back.
And to his right is Big Fudge, of no relation to Fudge, the basketball player on the team. It's Marcus Fuggins. I didn't say your name, first and last name, last time. I just said Big Fudge. So if people are wondering what is his first and last name, it is Marcus Fuggins. Welcome back as well.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, that my name now. That my name. Yeah, that Marcus Fudge. Yeah, that me.
Marcus.
It's Marcus, baby.
Got that nickname Big Fudge. What was that when you were a kid?
I got the name Big Fudge because I'm almost bigger than everybody. But Fudge is a part of the pronunciation of my last name.
Yeah, right.
So it's spelled Fuggins, but it's Fuggins. So it's just Fudge.
It works. What other nicknames do you have?
We're not going to get into that. Yeah. Dark Side of the Moon, Darth Vader Stunt Double, Burnt Cheeto, Grimace. What else you want? Mighty Joe Young. That's not what we was talking about, was it?
Oh, yo.
You said nicknames that you have in general, but you went that way with it.
Yeah, it was a rough childhood, man.
My dad said, now, I don't know if this is a joke or not. He said that his sister used to call him Blackie.
Oh, for sure. Darkest Marcus was another one for me. Oh, yeah. Darko Marco. I was like, hey, chill out.
Darko Marco.
Oh, there's two names that I think are just I very much enjoy that he's told me.
Which one?
From the neighborhood. My.
Oh, my. Yeah, my.
That one, and then your old profession.
Oh no! You exposing too much there, player.
Hey, I ain't getting no details or nothing.
No.
So you did say you do stand-up as well. That came up on the last show, and I knew that from previously. Have you done any stand-up since you've been in Kokomo?
Nah, I did an open mic.
Okay.
One open mic, but other than that, I've been purely focused on Kokomo, on the team.
Okay.
Just to create that, so that way I can say I put my all into it.
Yeah.
And I didn't go back and forth. But sometimes when you love something, you got to itch.
Yeah.
So I went to that open mic. It was cool. It was over at the Elbow Room.
Yeah.
It was over at the Elbow Room. It was like a Wednesday night or something like that. But it was solid.
Being all in and putting your energy into everything has to make losing and being out of the playoffs really sting right now.
Yeah, it does. It's like you work so hard for something, for outside forces to take that away from you. It's unheard of. Like it's crazy, but it is what it is. Only thing we do now is be prepared for next year. The recruiting, seeing who's coming back, seeing who's going to buy in, so what we can do differently, and seeing how we can negate all the stuff that we got with our downfalls from this year.
Chandler, there were some people that follow the BobKats. There's lots of fans at Kokomo that follow the BobKats every single game, every single social media post. They're liking it, they're commenting, all of those things. And so from Thursday's game last week, that was at home, the thing that was said from the PA, I do believe, was next game is Saturday. And some fans may be wondering what happened between that game being scheduled for Saturday and then being pushed back to Sunday. Are you able to give any insight to what happened?
There was gym issues. I don't necessarily know what happened and what transpired, but something happened with their gym. And then we ended up playing in a different gym on Sunday and Monday. So, yeah.
And in those games, for fans that did not, outside of the outcome of there being a loss, how do you think the team played in those two games?
We definitely fought, but there was definitely some mistakes that were made. Talked about them that we, should have cleaned up. And, that probably would have and giving us at least an extra 15 points on the scoreboard, both ways, with from the staff to the players, everything. So, I mean, if we did a couple things a little differently, it should have been a 10-point win if that was the case.
Yeah, I was able to watch, and I haven't used TBL TV at all season, not last season. And all of a sudden, my wife was like, hey, you want to watch the game? And I'm thinking, it wasn't really on my radar, but sure. Like, let's tap into TBL TV and watch it. And watching the game, seeing the gym that you guys are playing in, I was like, okay, so there's a gym here. They're playing the game. And in those moments, I'm thinking just like you, like, I know I see the score on the scoreboard, but I also have seen this team come back from deficits even against that team. So in my mind, Big Fudge, I'm thinking they can do this. But unfortunately, they did not. I'm not trying to, like, push on a wound that's already hurt. I'm just trying to speak my mind and think about, yeah, the loss is there. But as you said, the team fought. You were there on the sidelines with him, and you saw the fight in this team. And the outcome sucks, but you have to be proud of how your team fights in those moments when they know that, hey, we got to do something quickly to turn things around. And they did respond and fought till the very end.
I'm so proud of them. They didn't argue with each other. They say, hey, we got to stop the bull. Let's come on. Let's get going. Now there was a lot of calls that we felt like we should have gotten. We didn't get them. But once again, that's a part of basketball. They came back. What were we down? 21 almost.
Something like that.
Yeah. To come within 3.
Yeah, 3.
We brought it back within 3 in the fourth quarter alone. We was up in the first half of the game 3. Third quarter, they came out hot. Oh, man, they was not shooting how they were shooting in that first half. They came out hot. And there was some stuff that we missed, mental lapses, but we're human. But we got it together in the fourth quarter. And unfortunately, it ended the way it did. But I can't do anything but be proud of those guys.
And one thing I will say about the Bobcats fans, with this being my first time watching TBL TV for any game, I've been going to Bobcat games, no matter if it's at the high school or at Memorial Gym, and Bobcat fans are always loud. You have said that the gym and fans are known for being the loudest in the TBL, and that's very true. When they move to the high school, you can still feel the energy from the fans all game long. DJ, the drum line, the dancers, everybody is making it a very unique atmosphere. And I want to say I heard Bobcat fans there in St. Louis. I'm not sure. But I will say this, though. Bobcat fans show up.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I saw the fans there in St. Louis. And this ain't knocking their fans at all. I'm not knocking their fans. But Bobcat fans show up, they show out, and they are very, very loud. And that's one thing I noticed the first time watching the TBL TV, the games in St. Louis, in a different gym than was originally scheduled. But the Bobcat fans, in that moment, I'm thinking, okay, I'm proud of them for how they do represent the team, how they stand up for the team. And even when the team has been down at home, they are very proud of their team. And Chandler, I'm sure first time you being a head coach, thinking about the fans, it's like, yeah, they support us no matter what. That has to make you feel good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they definitely they show up. I mean, and one thing that I know, too, is they don't really leave early.
No.
And there's you go to a lot of places, I mean, even when was it 2000? Was it when Miami and them came back? You know what I'm talking about? The Heat came back and fans had left during the fourth quarter.
You mean
in the finals?
The finals against the Spurs when Ray Allen hit that shot?
Yeah. I mean, like even like at that level, fans leave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, our fans, they're gonna stay till the end.
They stick it out to the end.
Yeah. So I mean, that's something about the community in itself.
You both have played in numerous teams in the TBL, but this is your first time, I believe, on the coaching staff. I know first time on the coaching staff here in Kokomo. For the stops you've been at in the TBL and other places you've visited, is that normal for fans not to leave until the very end of the game is over?
I've seen, when I was at West Virginia, I've seen people leave. Lebanon, they stay for the most part to the very end. But Kokomo, no, they stay till the gym close. They be there till the gym close. And you know what? I'll be like, man, they going to make sure they get autographs. They going to make sure they take pictures. They going to make sure they tell us how they felt about the game, whether it's good or bad. They going to tell us because they know that we can handle the constructive criticism. And I can't do nothing but like, hey, I appreciate you.
Exactly.
That's one thing that I enjoyed. My first time introduction to the TBL, the BobKats, was last year. And my wife was like, hey, let's go to the BobKats. I'm like, who are the BobKats? So like, it's in the TBL. Literally, I'm thinking, what is a TBL? Like, I know basketball. I know NBA. I know G League. I know there's semi-pro teams around. What is a TBL? She's like, just come on, let's go. They're big in the community. And she likes the team because y'all do stuff in the community. And so I went in, and I was like, oh, this is a TBL. I had heard there's a guy who used to play for the Bulls that was coaching a team. I did not know what your dad's name was.
Yeah.
I just saw literally a tall black man coaching. I was like, okay, like he's probably that's probably him.
Right on, brother.
That's probably him. And so I looked him up, called my dad. Oh yeah, I know who. So like, okay, Dad, you know basketball like from the 90s and 80s. It's like, okay, you do know him. But even back then, doesn't matter who the coach is, doesn't matter who the players are, doesn't matter if it's a new assistant coach or the same people from the year before. They always support, and that's one thing that I've loved about the Bobcat fans from day one was that they always support. What is the feedback you guys get from the players about the fans?
They love them.
Yeah.
They love them. The kids always show like the absolute most love, and I think it's always a blessing for players and even coaches to be an inspiration to kids. We try to set the best example that we can. Because, you know, these kids, they look up to everything and everybody, especially when you're in towns like Kokomo, where it isn't a big city and it isn't, you know, like a bunch of professional teams. You know, like they got the Pacers, they got the Mad Ants, they got the Colts. Does any of us have a hockey team, does it?
No. Or baseball.
Right. Triple A. For baseball,
okay.
And they got like a minor league hockey team.
Yeah.
Okay, but see, but when you're in the community of Kokomo, what do you have? You've got the Bobcats and you've got the Jackrabbits. That we're here.
Yeah.
So let's give you a good example on how to be a good human being playing sports and know that you can make some money playing a child's game.
Yeah.
Have fun. Be respectful to anybody and everybody around you. Give somebody else a chance. Pass it forward. That's what we do. You gonna be a good human being? Okay, I'm gonna pass it forward to you. Now you pass it over to the next person and the next person and the next person. Because there's too many people with messed up attitudes and demeanors in this world, and it's there's no place for it.
Chandler, how have you been able to kind of heal or deal with the season being over?
I mean, I kind of just went to sleep. That sounds like a wild, but
This man said he went night. Put his head on the pillow and start snoring.
You know what I'll say? The reason why he says that, because that was such a long 2 days, and that bus ride back home, and then just to come home at 5 a.m., yeah, go to bed.
Yeah.
Go to bed. You can't do nothing. Go to bed. Wake up, see how you feel from there. Like I don't blame him. Me, sugar was my coping. Zebra cakes and honey buns and yeah, sugar's my coping. Yeah, I was hurt. Oh, come on, baby. Come on with them cakes. Them zebra cakes, some Swiss rolls. And yeah. I got hungry.
that's the best power couple right there. Big Fudge and Big Debbie.
Hey, come on, baby.
Nah.
Some of that sweetness.
But I really just went to sleep for like most of the day yesterday.
Yeah.
And then today we had end of the season meetings and stuff. So exit meetings, things like that. So it's really, it's weird because it kind of felt like we were supposed to have practice today.
Yeah.
And then we didn't.
Should around 10 a.m.
Yeah. Like it feels like we would normally have something going on. And so it's more or less just, because I got a lot of the frustration out that night of us losing and, everything. I kind of just was like, called my people up and just had my conversations and different things like that. And I'm like, well, you know what? At this point, there's nothing else I can do about it except for be better for next year, and kind of just I've made peace with it. And that night, and then I just was like, well, I'm going to go to sleep because I'm exhausted after all that.
It had to be a long 2 days. I
Yeah.
can only imagine. Well, 2 days, 3 days? I don't know how long it was.
I mean, well, we didn't. Okay, so we kind of didn't really know where we were playing when we left on the bus.
Thank you. I was waiting for that to come out.
Wait, excuse me?
This was a spur of the moment location.
Yeah, because like I said, the gym location didn't. It kind of changed.
Right.
It was, and that it happens in the league from time to time with like different stuff, and things pop up and incidents happen. Like so yeah, we weren't really sure where we were gonna play. We knew we were playing St. Louis, so we just got on the bus.
There were some rules that was bent to keep the game going.
Yeah, something along those lines. I just know, like I said, I didn't know where we were going. I just got on the bus.
It's a lot of gas. Kokomo to St. Louis.
There's a lot of gas.
Not knowing where you playing.
That is a lot of gas. That's what about 4 hour trip?
6.
5?
Five?
It's a 6-hour trip, bro.
Let's say 5.
We left at 11 something. We didn't get home till 6. And we had to stop at
We
Wendy's.
lost an hour coming back.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a time difference?
So it's about 5. I was at 5:15.
It's 5, yeah.
Okay.
That's still a lot of gas. That's me coming from Arizona to LA. That's 5 hours right there. And I do that trip solo. Tired.
Bro, a 5 hour trip if solo, it ain't that bad.
Yeah, but when you got a bus.
Yes, but okay, I'm saying solo. Because you said tired. Talking about a 5 hour trip between LA to Arizona. Ain't that bad. 5 hours.
You be as big as I am cramped up in a car.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about it.
5 hours cramped up.
What you in a
Jeep Cherokee. Not a Grand Cherokee.
Oh.
A Cherokee.
Yeah.
That's almost the size of that little gerbil car. 5 hours.
Tired,
Cramped up. Oh man, you ever catch a Charlie horse on the
I was
highway?
thinking about that.
Oh my God!
I was gonna say Chandler. Imagine this man getting a Charlie horse in
I
that car.
had to drive with my left foot because I was hurting. My feet was crisscrossed because I was trying to tap the gas and the brakes while this leg was spasming at the same time. Tired. 5 hours. Cramped. Glad it's not live.
Hey, it could be. Next time you're here, we might do a big Fudge special and do a live show just for you.
It's like a camera running on the comedy spot.
You know what? Next year I might do that for y'all. I might do that. I might do that. I might. We'll see what's up with that.
Chandler, in these exit interviews you spoke about, what goes? Let me change that. What is discussed in those interviews?
Individual growth, struggle, what they can do better, what we can do better, what, we could do as an organization better, what we did well, what needs to, maintain and not change, different things like that. So it ends up being anywhere from like 15 to like 45 minutes per person talking about just different things that are going on and how they're feeling about stuff, and also too what the future holds for them. Because that's one thing. No matter what, we still want to make sure guys are connected here and different things like that. Even if they go on to play other places or do other stuff, we still want this to be like this is home.
Yeah.
So is that? So is it just assistant coach? Excuse me, you and the players? Do you talk to the assistant coaches too?
Usually, yeah, I get some feedback from the assistant coach. I know Coach B and Josh couldn't make it.
Okay.
Today, so it was just me and Big Fudge and then Sam.
Okay.
So And Sam kind of just, he's there representing the organization.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't. I mean, most of the time he's not really required to give too much feedback because there's no real issues that.
Yeah.
Like unless somebody had like some other stuff going on.
Yeah.
He's just hanging out sometimes.
So for fans right now that are thinking about the construction for next year's team, I know this season is complete, unfortunately, and I hate bringing it up, but some fans may want to know, like, hey, when does the team start building the next roster, next year's?
You hate bringing it up. That's 3 times.
I'll stop it.
I'm just.
I'll stop that.
Well,
He's talking about he bringing it up. I said, but that's 3 times in a row.
been over here counting.
3 questions. 3 questions.
This man over here counting.
I'm just playing.
I know.
So for next year, we, as of right now, everybody's just kind of an idea.
Okay.
Because really, like, okay, I'd love to have this person back, love to have this person back, or this person, but
the reality of things is not everybody's going to come back.
well, that not only that, also people might get other opportunities.
So I pray people get way bigger opportunities.
Yeah.
Each and every one of them, I pray they get way bigger opportunities so they can be able to have like more of a nest egg to build and to feed their families. Some people got babies on the way, some people got kids already. So I pray from the bottom of my heart that they find way bigger opportunities to help them grow and elevate even as a man in this life. But for the people that want to come back, it's unfinished business.
Yeah.
It's time to clock in. We won't be clocking in until after the new year. So do what you can with your body now. Take care of all your injuries, this, that, and the other, and be ready to put some work in.
Take care of them knees. So I hear how basketball players at the end of the season, their knees are tore up from all the running.
Yeah, we got to do something about insoles for next year, but
Yeah.
see if
Oh, side note, if anybody's orthopedist or knows somebody around, that field, insole deal with us. Come holler at us.
what he said. All that in the bag of chips.
Was it one of them, a podiatrist, anybody that does
I knew what you
feet
meant.
and legs and all that?
I know what you meant.
The orthopedics people do, it's all the,
Yeah, but
that's the orthotics. Come on now, deal with me. I'm getting there.
Podiatrist is
I
the
mean,
term.
I know it's podiatrist. No, but there's two
Right.
different.
Right, but podiatrists are more so the ones that have to deal with the feet solely. Give it out
solely,
their
yeah,
feet
okay.
solely. I got bars. But
No, but
also
I need
with
somebody that's gonna do both because the knees and the ankle, it's all connected.
the head, shoulders,
hips.
knees, and toes.
Yeah,
You need something
exactly.
for everybody.
The orthopedist does all the bones and joints,
Right. But
so I need all of it.
okay. Well, listen. Let's get the term podiatrist down
Okay,
first.
podiatrist. If you are any form of doctor that can help with the player's body and need.
Yeah, we need a neuro doctor for ankles.
This man is bringing up different words.
This man here said, I want something for everything. Just one good old doctor for one part of the body.
But it's multiple parts that he's talking about.
Well, I know that means multiple deals.
Hey, I take whatever you guys want to help with. Want you? We want you.
We want you. We need you. And we do this the easy way or the hard way.
So I want to ask a question
Hard ways
here.
us begging.
These two. So it recently was announced that Larry Plummer is going to be playing in the TBT this summer.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the team he's playing for, but would either of you like to announce if you will be participating in that tournament this year?
I will not. I'm focused on losing weight. My goal is to be as close to 300 for next year as possible. That's what I'm mainly focusing on, and along with continue with my comedy.
Hey, you got to divorce Big Debbie.
That's my baby right there. We can have visitations. We can have visits.
You know, those are like scheduled. And then sometimes it's once every other weekend. Sometimes it's a few times a week. You got to get that visitation schedule to where it's approved by the court.
It's like a little itch, you know what I'm saying? I get my little fix every now and then, keep my withdrawals from coming out, you know, get to sweating and whatnot. I'm like, oh, I need sugar. I just make me some Kool-Aid, you know what I'm saying? I figure it out.
Grew up in the hood. Yeah. We covered that last time. You definitely grew up in the hood.
I want that Kool-Aid where it sounds like I'm cracking peppers. You know, you ain't got no real Kool-Aid. You know? Oh, you go fast. You got a whole half a bag and a half of sugar. Get it half a bag and a half. That's a whole bag. Oh, I got bars today.
So, shout out Larry. He's, I believe he's playing with Colorado State's team. I'm going to bring it back to that. We also got Max Joseph and Joe Burton playing for Valpo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so they'll be was it the crew, Valpo? As for me, I don't know. I'll know in the next few weeks or so what I got going on with anything with the TBT or any place else or anything else. Might be at TBL Summer League, coaching again. I don't know. I mean, I might have to, try and run my championship back there since I didn't get one here. But
I'm playing in the Summer League. I'm doing just like I did last year, baby. He coached. I played.
Are you on the BobKats?
Yeah,
for Summer League?
Summer League.
Yeah.
Summer League.
So we'll see. I mean,
I need some of that footage.
It's on there. No, it's on there.
Is it on there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On TBL TV?
Yeah. It's on there. Yeah, Summer League's on there. Summer League, the draft, everything.
I need that film.
Yeah.
Oh, your boy got busy out there.
Because we can find a way to play that during the show to get our reactions of you playing.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I was out there with a broken nose, getting busy. Oh, yeah. Trying to tell you. I was out there, bloody nose and all, running up and down that court. You can see me with a stuffed nose. What you call them little things? The little gauze? I forgot what they called.
Talking about the
plugs.
The cylinders?
The little cylinder. Yeah.
Kind of foam cylinder?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're
Nah, not like an earplug. That's for the ears.
It kind of looks like just like
It
longer.
does. But it's a cylinder. It's long.
Yeah,
It's about that long. You just fold it up. You just shove that puppy up in there. One day it was like, oh, you want one of these? It was like one of the menstruals. I was like, no, ma'am, I don't want that.
Bruh.
I don't want that. I don't want that at all. She said, just cut it up. No, ma'am, I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
I love how both of us just stayed quiet and didn't even try to.
I did too much.
Didn't even try to respond.
I did too much. You can cut
Say
that out.
anything.
I did too much. Go ahead, delete that part. Control out, delete.
You know he's a man that's behind clipping all the stuff for social media, so he might put that out there.
Yeah, let's not do that.
You say delete it. He may say no. Let's keep it.
Control out, delete.
Alt.
Control out, delete.
Alt?
Control alt, delete.
Oh, you said alt first.
I didn't say out.
You said something. It wasn't alt.
Control alt, delete.
Okay. Sound good.
I know what I said, sir.
It wasn't that.
Is Summer League still in Vegas?
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah.
Should be.
Definitely is. Don't know the date. I think it's like July, somewhere in the early teens of the date. It varies every year. But I know it's usually like the 13th to the 17th or the 12th to the 16th, something like that. I don't know. It's somewhere around that date because they try and get it around when the NBA Summer League is and then all the other camps and combine and stuff out there.
Okay.
So,
Ooh, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. And both of you guys about this. So you were on here at one time. We were talking about the women's basketball, the TBL, trying to potentially do something with the women's league. But some people, because I think you said you've practiced with the Chicago Sky. Have you practiced with the professional or any women's team before?
I'm too big to be doing that. That's a hazard. That's a hazard.
Well, yeah.
I'm 365
No, it's true.
pounds.
Yeah.
You want me to set a screen on one of them? Oh, I'm getting sued.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
they're saying get him a wig. Fever need him.
Joanna, man.
Hey,
I'll be
Fever need him.
the new Draymond.
What they say, Drayana Green.
Drayana Green.
Because
Markeisha.
They are destroying Caitlin Clark.
Hey, if the Fever need anybody,
I can't do nothing about my voice, but I can't do nothing about my voice.
He beat a dude on the court playing with women. Somebody throw a nice pocket pass. Hey, good job, big dog. Like, first off, the voice and big dog.
For sure, little baby. You've been served. What?
How common is it for guys that play in the TBL or even in college or after college to practice against women's teams?
Guys that are in the TBL, I'm not sure. I know there was like 2 or 3 that played with the Sky last year.
I know a couple that practice with the Aces.
Yeah, because the one thing I'll say, it's at minimum great way to stay in shape. Because depending on where you're at, there is not a whole lot of runs depending on where you're at anymore. Like, it's just not like in the culture in terms of that, or if like you're in a place where not necessarily the safest for you to just be going to play pickup games, certain places. That's a nice place for you to go. You know, you get your exercise in, you get your up and down. So the shots aren't really going to be the same because you're supposed to be somebody else, and on top of it, you're supposed to be. A lot of times you're not in there looking for a contract.
Yeah.
So that's like
Yeah.
some guys will literally come in there and they trying to. Oh yeah, trying to get their rocks off, but like it's just not. That's just not what it is. Because you're a scout team, basically. You're playing as the other team, how they would play, and the main thing is just for you to get up and down. So, it's definitely it's common enough. They try and get more guys that have played either college basketball or professional. So they try at some level of basketball. Because I will say they've definitely had some guys in there. And it's made practice a lot more difficult when they don't necessarily know the game or understand certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I think Dawn Staley would kill in the WNBA. Coaching. I just want to put that out there. I think she would have 9-10 rings. One of those expansion teams. She get to pick up who she want to pick up.
It would be nasty.
The only thing is that it's just would she get the pop option? Where he's like the president and coach, or was it GM and coach?
GM and coach.
No, because I thought RCB was the GM. Or is RCB the president?
President.
Really?
I think he's the president.
I think it's regardless. I know I know Pop's got decision over player personnel and everything like that. But no, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if like they did something like that. If they let her do something like that, that'd be great. But will it happen? Don't know. But regardless, I know I'll probably be at one of the Sky's practices next week. So I got to get back in shape.
Hey, I'll take your spot for one practice. Get some sweat in. Yeah. Get on the road. I got to pass to Chicago anyway.
Yeah, because so not a lot of people know that my brother is one of the assistant coaches.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he wasn't for like this is his first year officially being assistant coach, but he's kind of came and went. But so yeah, that was something like how I kind of got into that because I was just like, let me just stay in shape and just kind of hang out, play some basketball. But so that's a cool thing about it too. I get to also hang out with my brother.
How many siblings, brothers and sisters do you have?
I'm the youngest of 5. I don't know why I look confused, but yeah, youngest of 5.
They did look like, I don't know.
I had to think about that. No.
It was Brenda.
Well, no, 'cause I'm like, okay. Because I'm thinking, okay, there's 4 other ones, and 5.
Carried it too.
There was a half a second of delay on it.
Yeah, you got to multiply the exponents to figure out how many kids.
But yeah, I think our oldest brother, he was the one that's playing for it's coaching for the Sky. He was supposed to be in the draft in 04 and 05.
Okay.
So if anybody really knows, he played at IPFW.
Okay.
He was there like the first year that they became D1.
Okay.
And then my oldest sister, so he's also 12 years older than me. My oldest sister, she played tennis. And then I got another older brother who's like 5 years older than me. He played football down at Grambling State.
Okay.
And then my older sister played basketball at Miami, Ohio, and then went overseas. And she did some stuff with the WNBA, but ended up retiring, when she met her husband, and kind of just wanted to go that route. So yeah, I had more or less an athletic family. Also too, I think everybody's over 6 foot too as well. My old brother, the middle brother, he's 6'1", so I think that counts. He might not be 6'1", I'm not sure. Allegedly.
Give or take the shoes.
That's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Give or
passed
take
him
the
when
shoes.
I passed him in height when I was like 14.
Bruh.
So like I'm not really sure how tall he actually is.
What you 6'6"?
Ish, 7, 6, 8. I don't know.
I don't understand how basketball players, you ask them the height, and then they add a couple inches automatically.
I've been measured every single which way. So I've been measured from 6'6" to 6'8".
Oh, so it's not really your fault.
No.
Sometimes those scales will be off the ground, and then they try to measure it, or they'll be right on the ground, and they measure it. It's weird.
Yeah. Because I'm assuming he's probably been measured at like 6'8" to like 7 feet, basically.
I've been measured 6'6". I've been measured 6'9" to 6'11" and a half.
Yeah.
But I truly believe I'm 6'10" and a half. Well, 6'10" and 3/4, so I just say 6'11". For the most part, I just say 6'10".
Yeah. Like I know without my shoes, I'm like 6'6" and a half, maybe, at least. So like I'm like 6'7", maybe 6'8". I don't know. Shoes on, I'm definitely 6'8". I don't really know.
I don't really care.
I got bad posture too, so I look 6'4".
Sure have bad, bro.
Like people are like, "Oh, you're like 6'4", and then I'm like, "No, not really." And then I like do the full stand up, and they're like, "Oh."
Yeah, like we lean down to listen to people.
Yeah.
Somebody asked you, I think it was Bree outside. I was asking if you had a duck
Yeah, no.
to get the door. I was like,
Nah, that's a big old door. That gotta be an 8-foot door. 7 and that.
That's bigger than that.
You think so?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a big door.
No, I mean,
If I have to duck my head through that, I don't need to be here.
I can't tell. I know because overseas too. Like when you're overseas, the doors.
So small.
My God.
Oh my God. I've walked up to a door where the door was right here to me.
You know what's bad? When you're in Asia, I'll say those are worse.
Oh.
Because there's always 90% of the time there's an awning.
Yep.
Of some sort. So you don't really. So as soon as you duck down or you do like this, you're not really sure where the awning ends.
You're back
because you're looking down and
you
you're trying to.
You've been under that awning for a good minute when your back start hurting.
Yeah. It's like
the worst for big people, like going to China, is the public bathrooms. There's no toilet.
what?
You never been out that part of China?
I've only been in Japan and Korea.
Oh my God, China did something sometime in the toilet. They have no toilet. They have no toilet seats. It's a stall and it's a hole. And good luck. So when you gotta warm them knees up.
Come over here real quick. I'm gonna ask some questions. I'm coming this way to ask some questions.
Ask away. We had a game, and we took the bus, and the bus driver was like, I gotta use the bathroom. So it's like, everybody else need to use the bathroom. I was like, yeah, I gotta use the bathroom. And I walked in, and they had like the little area where everybody wash their hands. All right, cool. I opened the stall door. There was nothing there. Maybe it's out of order. I went to the next one. Oh, that's out of order too. I went to the third one over here. I said, hey, ain't no toilet seats? Ain't no nothing? No, squat. Squat? I got Austin Slaughters. Who's squatting? I'm not squatting. Outside. Outside?
That made it so much better. Outside is that's
what I'm saying. But there's a hole in the ground, and it's a porcelain hole in the ground with there's no barrier in that hole. So there's all types of snakes all throughout China. So if you squat, you You have the chance.
Hard pass.
One of them little slithering little peoples.
No chance.
Yeah. They'll come up real quick.
I'll just have some gastric problems when I come back. Hey, it's okay.
Hotels have toilet seats though.
That is all right, fine.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll just have some issues.
Yeah.
Bro, you gonna have a lot of issues.
Yep, it is what it is. I'm gonna roll the dice. Hey, I got my doctor's appointment set up for when I get home. I'm okay.
I got BF, y'all. Hey, shout out to Asia. It is what it is, though.
No, I get it. I can't do it. I don't do snakes. I don't do snakes. No snakes.
I can tell by when you jumped up.
No, I had a panic attack in the Jungle Book. The new Jungle Book that came out like 7, 8 years ago. The little live snake that came. I'm in there. Whoo. Oh, I gotta go. I forgot this had this in this movie. No, I'm cool.
I remember we took my mom to the movies. She has a huge phobia of snakes. Like, you think your phobia is bad? Oh no, she can't. If somebody has a tattoo with a snake on it, they can't come in the house, or they have to wear a long sleeve.
Well,
my mom's phobia is serious.
I don't know if that sounds like phobia. That sounds more like a black superstition thing.
No, it's a phobia. Like, it's a pure
you know,
phobia. I get
it definitely sounds more like that. But yeah.
But when I tell you we tried to trick her into seeing snakes on the plane, boy, she didn't cook for a week. She said, fend for yourself. We were like, come on, mama.
I mean, I thought Johnny was with them bees in St. Louis.
Oh, them cicadas.
He talking about cicadas. He talking about,
man, them cicadas, man.
them some big cicadas.
I'm from Chicago, man.
We don't got them.
We got them cicadas, man.
No, I told you, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Then I'm not fly. Hold up, you do like a whole little run.
I'll be like, he just got out, boy. Hey, calm down, man. I don't be doing cicadas, man. We ain't got them in Chicago.
I thought it was a bee. You know I'm allergic to bees.
that voice is spot on.
It's the kid. You know I'm allergic to bees.
Boy, listen.
I swear, Johnny is a 65-year-old black man
65.
stuck in a 29-year-old body.
At least 72.
Like, his voice says that he's been through the civil rights movement.
Bro.
All my life I had to fight.
And on that note, we got to end this party. That's Big Fudge. Appreciate him for being with the BobKats this year, being on the show multiple times, assistant coach for the BobKats. That's a comedian. Didn't know it yet. Stand-up coming soon. Chandler Levingston Simon, the head coach of your BobKats. I'm your host, Jay Stevens. I have no affiliation with any part of the BobKats organization. I'm the host of the show. We'll see you next time.
Don't count us out like that now.
I don't rock with them over there.
I don't know them, but I'm here because I gotta get paid to pay my bills. I'm just here to be here. Hey, brother, you better stand on your ground. Hey, we here. Kokomo. It's all right.
You the host of the BobKast. That's an affiliation.
With the shirt on.
It is.
With the shirt on. Yeah.